The United States government has been looking into hundreds of reports of unidentified aerial phenomena, popularly known as UFOs, as a large public hobby has grown and the stigma connected to reporting incidents has thawed. In an unclassified file launched Thursday, the Office of the Director of National Intelligence stated it's aware of 510 reviews of unidentified aerial phenomena, 366 more than the workplace's first unclassified assessment in 2021. The reviews come after Congress and government corporations have started to dedicate extra resources and studies to UFOs, after years of skepticism. Unidentified aerial phenomena, UAP, reporting is growing, enabling an extra consciousness of the airspace and elevated opportunity to remedy WAP activities, the 2022 document to Congress stated. The intelligence community also believes that the discovered growth within the WAP reporting charge is in part because of a higher level of information about the feasible threats that WAP may additionally represent, either as safety flight risks or as capacity adversary collection platforms, according to the report. A Pentagon workplace analyzing unidentified aerial phenomena, higher known as UFOs, has determined that nearly 200 these days suggested sightings were unremarkable and probably can be attributed to recurring gadgets found inside the air, inclusive of drones, balloons, and litter, inclusive of plastic baggage. The All-Domain Anomaly Decision Office, which was established last summer season, analyzed 366 reviews amassed as a part of a new push with the aid of the authorities to encourage reporting of unidentified flying items that have often occurred close to military installations and naval vessels. The assessment left extra than 170 reports uncharacterized, some of which appear to have demonstrated uncommon flight traits or performance abilities, and require further analysis, in keeping with a report submitted to Congress this week by way of the workplace of the Director of Countrywide Intelligence, which has labored with the Pentagon to try to decide the character of the gadgets. No alien lifestyles located on the planet, Pentagon says, but search deepens. A couple of government critiques have determined no proof that the flying objects, as well as others that have been noticed within the ocean or shifting from side to side between the air and the ocean, can be attributed to alien existence or extraterrestrial traffic. Protection officers told reporters closing month, although, that whilst the US government has discovered no such signs and symptoms, its seek is set to enlarge. Congress blanketed a provision on this year's protection policy invoice requiring deeper ancient inquiry. In June 2021, the Intelligence Director's Workplace issued a preliminary report based totally on an evaluation of 144 sightings, many of which came from US naval aviators. The results were in large part inconclusive and fueled public fascination across the gadgets, some of which regarded to remain desk-bound in winds aloft, pass in opposition to the wind, maneuver suddenly, or move at a huge pace, without a discernible way of propulsion, the report found. US unable to provide an explanation for more than 140 unidentified flying items, however, new file unearths no proof of alien existence. Given that record changed into posted, the Pentagon office has acquired a total of 247 new reviews of unidentified aerial phenomena, WAPs, in addition to 119 reviews on events that had been no longer covered in the initial intelligence assessment. Because remaining year, investigators have catalogued 510 reports concerning WAPs. WAP activities continue to arise in limited or sensitive airspace, highlighting possible issues for the safety of flight or adversary collection hobby, the brand new record said. Investigators will keep having a look at proof of viable overseas authorities' involvement, underscoring worries that a number of the sightings are in all likelihood drones that can be tracking US Army equipment and personnel. Some officials had previously expressed concerns that some items that seem to showcase amazing flying talents might be evidence of a fantastically advanced era constructed by means of US adversaries with Russia or China. No records have emerged to attribute those sightings to a foreign authority, but some sightings of objects that seem to loiter within the sky were characterized as drones by US defense officers. The boom in WAP sightings is defined in component via a reduction in the stigma associated with reporting peculiar gadgets or lighting fixtures within the sky, particularly in the military and among pilots and investigators. The general public of the brand new reporting came from US Army and air pressure aviators and operators who witnessed the WAPs whilst acting their legitimate obligations and described them through official channels. Lots of the ones reports lack enough certain information to say definitively what the personnel saw, investigators found. In addition, they stated in their report that a select number of WAP incidents may be defined through sensor irregularities or variances, along with operator or system errors. The ARO would not only study items in the air. The Army's definition of a WAP changed currently multiplied to include gadgets within the air and sea, in addition to transmedium items. ARO defines that final class as objects or devices which are discovered to transition between space and the surroundings, or among the surroundings and bodies of water, that are not without delay identifiable. In current years, one of the most compelling deaths of a WAP come across came from retired US Army fighter pilot Alex Dietrich, who has defined seeing an incredibly unusual object off the coast of Southern California in 2004, after a colleague spotted something roiling water beneath us. It changed into this form of roundish, rectangular form, and it did not have any apparent flight control surfaces, Dietrich stated. It regarded to be bouncing round and converting route right away and in a way that we might now not were capable of maneuvering our very own aircraft or truly to preserve up. Through the ARO's work, The US is particularly keen to learn whether the unexplained phenomena may sign an overseas adversary's attempts to gather information. And perhaps, the file notes, it'll find proof that a potential foe has performed a leap forward aerospace functionality. In a passage that could tantalize or simply annoy alien ship fanatics, the new document states, additional statistics are supplied within the classified version of this record. Do you think that there are UFOs out there? Like and subscribe for more content.